Hey there, welcome or welcome back. Today we're going to be making some of these fun little flowers. I made these with black and white metallic yarn for a kind of spooky Halloween vibe, but you can of course make these in any color you want. This pattern is really quick. It's only 2 rounds. You just have to make the center and the petals. And today I'm going to be using an ivory yarn with metallic gold. That'll be my center. And then for my petals, I am going to be using this teal metallic yarn. It's I Love This yarn from Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to be using a 5mm hook. You're also going to need a yarn needle and some scissors. So let's get started. You're going to start by taking the center color for your flower. And for me, that's ivory. You're going to chain 4. Insert your hook into the first chain and make a slip stitch. So you have this tiny ring. Chain 1, and then you're going to make 10 double crochet into that center ring. Then you can just pull that tail tight to kind of close up that hole a little more. So once you have your 10 double crochet, you're going to cut your yarn, just leave a small little tail. And then you want to grab your petal color and you're going to finish off that last double crochet with your new petal color. Okay, so we've got our petal color attached and I'm just going to crochet over my tail ends. You can weave yours in at the end or do it in whatever way you prefer. So you're going to go into that first double crochet and make a slip stitch. And then you're going to make, in that same space you just made a slip stitch, you're going to make a half double crochet and then 1 double crochet and then 5 triple crochet. So once you have your 5 triple crochet, you're going to do a double crochet, still working in the same stitch, and then a half double crochet, and then in the next double crochet you're just going to slip stitch. Oops, that was a little tight. And in the next double crochet you're going to slip stitch again and then repeat that entire petal. So 1 half double, 1 double, 5 triple crochet, and then a double crochet and a half double crochet, and then slip stitch into the next stitch, slip stitch again, and then repeat the petal. So you're going to do another 3 petals. You're going to repeat it, slip stitch immediately after your petal and then into the following. So you'll have 5 petals when you're done and 5 slip stitches. I'll meet you at the end. Alright, so once you've made your 5th petal, you should have 1 stitch left over, and that's where you're going to make your last slip stitch. Actually, you're going to make another one. So you slip stitch into your last stitch, and then right here where we made our petal, I like to slip stitch in there to end my round. And then I'm just going to cut my yarn, pull it through, and then I just weave that in through the back. So that is your flower, and this is what they look like when you have your end all weaved in. I'm going to weave this in real quick. Okay, so my ends are all weaved in, and this is how my flower looks. There's the front and there's the back. And then what I like to do with these is just simply string them on some twine, and I have a full set of these black ones here. So that's what I'm going to do real quick, and I'll show you how I like to do it. When I make these, I usually make about anywhere from like 6 to 9 flowers. It just depends really. For this set, I did make 9. There are 4 with white petals, 4 with black, and then I have a jumbo one. And to get this size, I crocheted using 2 strands of yarn and an 8mm hook. So you can see the size difference there. I'll lay this one on top so you can see it a little better. So it is a bit bigger and thicker, of course. So what I'm going to do is just make a little pattern alternating white and black. So I grab my twine, and for this one, I'll probably make it about 7 feet long, and then I'll show you how I string them on. It's very easy. So I have my twine ready to go, and I just thread it through my needle. I go under just one of the petals to string them. I just insert my hook and pull it through, and then just slide it down. Just make sure all of the backs are facing you when you do this, so that you know they're all going to be facing the right way once you're done. So just alternate colors. So I've got my flowers all strung together, and I like using twine because they don't slide around. Once they're on there, they stay. Of course, you can move them and space them out however you like. That's why I give a decent amount of twine. I sell these in my Etsy, so if you want to buy a set, check out the link in the description. I make them in all kinds of colors, and then I have a tropical version as well, which you can see a picture right here. But that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know what you thought down in the comments, and let me know what color you're going to use on your flowers. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!